Price of Bitcoin has just dropped 2.5%. What's going on? Well, everyone talking about September being a very challenging month, and it's not started the best, but I have the answer. I think I know exactly what's going on and why the price of Bitcoin is pushing out. You are going to want to see what I've got to talk about in this video. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So welcome back, everybody. Bitcoin down 57,400, down about 0.267% on the day. A pretty big red candle here. Now, I'll get into exactly what this line here is and much more in just a second, but we broke down from this key support of the 200 exponential moving average, and we are continuing to push down here on the daily. The divergence RSI is also indicating we may come a little bit lower. Now, why? The big question, and I always talk about this on these videos, is if you understand why, it kind of helps soften the blow. It gives perspective on where we are. Now, what you'll probably see on X and other places right now is everyone's freaking out. The market's going to zero. We're done. I wish I'd sold at the top. Well, the reality is there is always a reason. Understand the reason, and then you kind of get to a solution as to how you can maximize the potential. So what do we get? Breaking news right now. SEC issues a cryptocurrency warning to bankrupt exchange FTX. Now, for many of you that have been around the space for a long time, basically it's kind of almost like a Cinderella story to a degree. Everyone lost loads of money. FTX was going down. It completely destroyed the cryptocurrency market. For years, they've built back, they've worked hard, they've got all the money back for the investors. In fact, even more, to one point, they were going to issue an FTX 2.0. What turns out, the SEC has warned the FTX not to pay out stablecoins and cryptocurrencies to investors. Pretty wild. Gary Gensler here sticking a knife in when he feels the market is weak to absolutely do exactly what is happening. So the recent filing from the SEC warns FTX that the agency may oppose any attempt to repay creditors with stablecoins or other digital assets. Throughout the FTX bankruptcy, various strategies were considered to maximize creditor recovery, ranging from a potential relaunch to distributing creditor claims as tradable tokens. The SEC saying that it has concerns after everything that's gone on. FTX, the SEC is now concerned about that refund plan. This has obviously created a concern in the market. And the reason being is people will have priced in getting these coins back. They would have been in the world of, some of these people had big wallets. I'm going to get this money back. Brilliant. All of a sudden, I may not get it back. What am I going to get? Think about the Mt. Gox situation that people have waited years upon years upon years upon years. We do know long-term and big holding wallets, particularly those holding over 1,000 Bitcoin, have been buying the dip. So that should give you some confidence right now. But the SEC wading in once again, whenever the market feels weak or the market feels like it has a challenge, the SEC tends to chuck in a absolute bit of more turmoil. Pretty crazy to think about. Also, we actually closed out August pretty bearish. We saw a significant down push on the 1st of September, exactly what we've just been looked at. And bear in mind, the bulls need to hold 55.5 to 56.5 to actually give us a definitive PA above $61,000. Now, are we going to hold that is the big question, but we're not starting out strong. That doesn't mean, however, that we are in for a pretty rough ride. So when I go back to this chart, this line here that I put, generally speaking, and if you follow me on X, you will have seen me tweet this out, that we see a roughly 4.6 to 5% decline in September throughout the previous years. Well, a 4.5% decline currently from the 1st of September would take us down to the 56.5K mark. Now, I was talking about this on my live stream. This would be the point where I'd think, okay, I'm expecting this range. Anywhere down here, I'm a little bit uneasy. Now, we do know Wednesday, 18th of September, Fed rate cuts 25.50. Let me know what you think in the comments. But this is the kind I'm looking for. This is my short-term price line that I don't want to see this price break below, because this ultimately tells us the average move for September, which could indicate some positivity or at the same time some challenge. Now, Bitcoin is in a little bit of free fall right now. 3% we're breaking as we're talking. But again, 3% in the grand scheme of things isn't the most amount to think about. Also, we have to think about some of the economic activity that's happening this week. Now, it's something that I want to bring to you guys so that you are best positioned in the market. Like I said, knowing what's going on is half of the battle. So not only are we working towards this 56.5K, working towards the Fed rate, well, look, some key things you need to know about this week that might see some movement in the market. So we've got the Korean blockchain week continues coming Monday. Look out for flow. USDC is being discontinued on that network. Not the biggest thing in the world, but do understand it. We also have an Aptos experience event coming on Thursday. That could be interesting. And then we get into Friday. US unemployment rate. This is key. We also have the unemployment expectations around 4.2%, which would be a decline. Remember, Jerome Powell taking his view right now from the labor market. This is one of the key things. Interest rates tend to be okay. The labor market is absolutely where he's at. So Friday, September 6th, could be an important day for us given this push through this week. So there is a lot to think about. There's a lot to understand. And at the same time, some key levels and some things going on this week that you guys need to be aware of. Remember, if you're forearmed, that's forewarned, in my opinion. So like as always, we'll bring you the latest with the cryptocurrency markets. All you need to do, hit that like button if this is worth your time. Also subscribe to the channel because we bring you other things like this. It's a little bit of a bonus for you guys. Galaxy Digital, a huge market maker in the space, seeing significant withdrawals, $26 million in the last 24 hours versus a $258,000 input. They are getting ready for the dip. Trust me on this one. USDT, $1 million, USDT, $2 million, USDC, 7.43 million, all moving into hot wallets, all moving from deposits and getting ready to buy, in my opinion, that cryptocurrency when it comes cheap. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below and appreciate you guys turning up to the channel, supporting. We're on our way to 30K. So if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Until next time, see you very soon. Bye-bye.